You guys, I'm excited. I'm gonna calm down. I want to know what he knows, and I'm sure that it's nothing, absolutely nothing whatsoever, but we still want to know. She told me the most interesting story.
A murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Kudos on using trepidation.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
So she does have split personality. That is crazy. Okay. Alright, so if you're just catching on, Byakuya's being cocky. He knew something about Toku. He's putting the murder on Toku. Poor little Chihiro. She was so beautiful. I really hope that she didn't, but I really feel like she didn't, though. I really don't think that Toku did it.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
Oh.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Out of all the people, Toku, you could have went to, you came to Byakuya. I knew you had a crush on him, but I wouldn't have told him anything. You don't tell your crush stuff because they could use it against you.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Especially in high school, Toku. Not in high school. Never in high school. Oh, I feel so sorry for her. I really do.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, Byakuya, you played with her heart like that? You really are a monster.
That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
He just...
I tried! I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Oh my god, somebody please shut him up. Makoto, jump in. Someone please tell me you know something different and that he's just trying to pin this on her to be... I don't know, some cocky loser.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
He's gonna make her change. You can't make a person who has split personality change. Something has to trigger it. For her, it would be probably blood. But, I mean, is somebody gonna come and poke a finger? And let Toku look at it, or what?
You don't mean...
Oh, look at her. Toku's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoes across the courtroom. But in the next second, oh my god. Oh god.
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
This is a total different... Genocide Jill? Just so Genocide Jack is not the name It's a genocide Jill. Okay. I thought she had like a split. I thought her split personality was a guy. That was my whole thing. Is that I was like, okay, it's a dude. It's 100% a dude in there.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Ooh.
What the fuck is this?
That's how I feel right now.
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
So she doesn't like Toku.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
Oh,
This
God.
one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Even Sakura's shocked.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
She did say that.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
I can accept. Okay, so I can accept this just because Toku already seemed weird. Okay, she didn't shower, and hopefully Genocide Jill showers. She was stuttering all over her words and stuff like that. So I guess she could be that breath of fresh air that people want from Toku. And they don't want to hear her stutter and mumble to herself and talk down to everybody else like she's better than everyone and stuff. Like, no one wants to hear that whatsoever. So I guess I understand. I understand. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
That isn't, if that's not the cutest face, I don't care what anybody say, with the tongue out and everything. Cute.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
Oh my God.
Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
I mean, he's right. I mean, they couldn't catch him, but Monokuma could. I'm just saying. Her, sorry. It's not Genocide Jack, it's Genocide Jill. They couldn't catch her, so I'm just saying.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Okay.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive.
I think I'm gonna spend
The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
I think I'm going to spend some time with Genocide Jill when we get out of here. Now, y'all can tell me if that's a bad idea. But I'm just saying, I've already got Sakura. That she's one of my favorites. But I was thinking about spending some time with Taka. But I'm also spending some time with Genocide Jill. She's amazing.
Just kidding again!
See, I was gonna spend some time with Celeste, but I mean, I'm over it now. Like, I wish I could take back that one free time I spent with her.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
That's not enough to convince us, honey. It's still some contradictions with everything and some total, like, differences in between how Chihiro was killed and how Genocide Jack kills. So, or Jill, sorry Jill. I'm gonna mess that up all game. I'm so sorry. But it's some real differences in between the murders, so it can't just pin this all on her.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
There is no motive.
A motive?
And if you think about it, I hope I'm not jumping ahead of myself. If I am, y'all can tell me to shut up in the comments. It's okay, we family here. When you join this channel, we are family, so y'all can tell me to shut up if I'm jumping ahead of myself. But in the book, there was no mention of any girl killed whatsoever, and Chihiro's clearly a girl. So what is the motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, he could spin that into a motive, but I still don't think that would cause her to kill.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
Well, then that would mean that Toku would have killed, not Genocide Jack, because she doesn't look like she cares. She does not look like she cares at all, whether people know she's here or not. But Toku might care if people seen it, because then they would just pin the murder on her all the time, because she has a murderous fiend inside of her. So but I don't think that Toku could do it.
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
See, she doesn't look like she doesn't sound like she cares.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Also, thank you guys for the voice acting. I'm not speaking to my subscribers, my subbies. I'm talking more so to the people who create this game. Thank you guys for putting the voice acting in here, because my throat is killing me right now. So I'm more than happy that I don't have to use my voice and switch between voices with a lot of these people.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Owie, you're jumping to conclusions already. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Another one of these. I don't know if it's on easy, you guys, but it's bothering me that I'm only getting like one bullet. Like, am I supposed to only get one bullet? The status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
The modus operandi
What more
matches?
proof do we need?
No, it doesn't. No, he's wrong. He's wrong. He's completely wrong.
Give it up. You killed her.
That's it. What he said, what Byakuya said is wrong. Okay, I have to just focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. It does. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right. It's not.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Wrong. He's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, Byakuya, we got you, boy.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage,
Human
let me
garbage.
tell you! I murder with passion and conviction.
Yeah, these are all men.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Oh, and you know what? If you look right now, how do you do that? Oh my god. There we go. I was trying to find the button to get rid of it. If you look at the picture right now, the murderer kills with scissors. But I mean, would they really allow her to bring scissors in here?
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Hey, Chef Boyardee is my life, okay? I used to eat that all the time when I was a kid.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murderers. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and the stomach. Huh? Here you'll see the style is a bloody message. The victim's fatal injury. Energy, Jesus.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
And it looks like they were hit in some really vital areas in the body.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
That would be really weird.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
She's making me want some pasta, I swear.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
1 second, you guys. Just a 2 second. Just a 3 second. And done. That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see clear difference. How the body was posed, what was used to suspend her. When she was suspended, what was used to suspend her.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous
pressing the button, I don't
Genocide
know where I
Jack
wasn't
cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
I mean, that's what we were trying
And
to say
guess what?
before.
I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences,
Big
but
Mac?
he's wrong.
Big Mac. Oh my god. The disrespect, Makoto. You gotta fight her. Someone disrespect you like that, you gotta fight him. Period.
Big Mac?
You gotta walk over there and just hit
Are you
her.
referring to me?
You gotta walk over there and hit her with the paws. She disrespects you.
Listen up, Big Mac.
Oh my
There's
God.
actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
I'm glad they brought this up. They were all dudes.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They were all guys, and Chihiro's not a guy.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Oh, why you gotta call her a lolly girl? I see. There was a pattern surrounding the genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is they all had boy names unless somebody's mom did not like them. I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was a girl. Because Chihiro was her lover.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
Wow.
What are you talking about?
In all the genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada 32, Toshiro Honda 17, Shoji Gaku 23, Kano Asi 14. Jesus, I can't believe she killed a 14-year-old. Takashi Yoshida 30. Kamasuta Torao, Tafumi Gono, Ochida Noria. Sorry. Takashi Masume. I'm butchering all these names on purpose. Well, not on purpose. I'm actually butchering them because of, mispronouncing them. But still, I mean, I'm saying them because I know it makes people cringe at the fact that I called him Yuto Yojima.
They were all guys?
Yeah.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
How can you not think that is the cutest thing with the tongue out and everything? Oh, she's so cute.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Oh, God.
So since
Fan
Chihiro was a
madam.
girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
Oh my God, here he go again, stepping up. Just sit down. Is there a chair? Someone give him a chair and let him sit down. Don't talk anymore. No one likes you.
It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
When someone hits you with an insult now, yeah, you can't handle it.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
I guess Genocide Jill don't like Byakuya, which is a good thing.
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
I'm glad I'm not the only one catching on to this. Like, why would she pin the murder on herself?
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
That's
Who would go out of their way
again,
to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
I mean, someone big and hefty. We looking at you, Hafumi.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors?
Uh-oh.
I don't just use any scissors.
Right there is the only time she
use
like
my
Toku.
own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Envy of the entire world, huh?
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Uh-oh.
Da-da-da-da!
Wow. Oh my God. Like, would it be a stretch to use this as my thumbnail? I feel like if I use this as my thumbnail, a lot of people would just be like really upset and be like, no, it's a spoiler.
She's fully equipped!
That's That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime!
They literally let her bring her scissors up in here.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you!
Oh, God.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I mean, Taka, it's kind of pointing at you now because, I mean, you know how to tie good knots. I'm sorry. You just look like the type of person. I'm kidding. I wouldn't blame Taka even if it was Taka.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Unfortunately.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
That's not true. Byakuya said it, but Byakuya knew. Byakuya knew. That's not true. That's the only person in the school that would have known. Byakuya, or anybody who went to the library, but still, Byakuya definitely knew.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Yep. It's... Oh, I get to choose? Oh, okay. Ah. It was... Where is he? This guy.
Here's my answer.
He knew.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yes, it's definitely possible.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
And that's why you were so just keen on it. He was always pushing the matter that it was Genocide Jack, and Genocide Jack would kill. And even before that, he was talking about Genocide Jack, even before a murder.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
We're not saying he did it, but we say he do know. He does know.
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Wow.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I'd put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
Oh, you do like him.
I'm on fire!
Ew.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yes. You better...
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Honestly, when you didn't want to eat with anybody, that's when you were acting suspicious.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms. They're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Yeah, how would you know that the locker rooms are very suspicious? I know I didn't say it then because I'm so scared to say anything because I'm so scared for somebody to ruin this for me. Because I'm having so much fun playing this game, but how would you know that the locker rooms are suspicious unless something stuck out and there's nothing in this room that sticks out? Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. Yeah, why would you start the girls' locker room? You can't even get in there.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I would expect you to search the boys' locker room first and then ask Monokuma to let you in the girls' locker room. Oh no, wait, the doors were unlocked. Oh, see, look, see. Okay, so since the doors were already unlocked, you still should have went to the boys' locker room first.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
He just now with this sentence, he just made himself the culprit. You didn't know it was Chihiro yet. You did not know it was Chihiro yet.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Yes, it is, Hifumi. Open your eyes. And try to button up your shirt. Maybe. Don't try to button it up. It would be sad.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then. What's so strange about it?
Look at Celeste's face.
Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
We are definitely going to get to the bottom of this. There was a clear contradiction with what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to the non-structured base. Absolutely. We're going to read it together because this is coming to the end. Next, we're going to add something called the true flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, oh god, then you will memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase, I'm gonna sneeze, I'm good. This memorized phrase can be shot once as blah 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 as a single truth bullet. If you shoot and change the truth bullet, it will disappear from the truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? Which, let's not rely on Voya's keen wits. Let's not rely on Voya's keen wits. In this case, though, it will say that if you don't use the flashback, you won't be refuted. You won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, Monokuma case file.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Okay.
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions.
You didn't know it was a girl.
What's so strange about that?
I think I know what they want me to do.
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Oh, come on. If you don't show some respect for Chihiro right now, I'm gonna get genocide Jill on you. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there is a clear contradiction there, because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before she was even found. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. I think I know what they want me to do.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
But
he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
that's a natural reaction.
The victim was
Chihiro. You didn't know that. You didn't know that.
No, that's wrong.
He didn't know that, you guys.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
That's where I'm leaving it, you guys. Thank you so much. Actually...
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
This is where I'm leaving it. So you guys can just be so disgusted with him too. Thank you guys so much for watching. All my lovely subbies, awesome family. You guys are so amazing. I'm happy that you guys have been guiding me through this game because some of the parts kind of are confusing. If you are enjoying yourself, hit the subby button. Become a subby. Become family. And if you liked this episode, hit the like button. I'm sorry, my head's hurting, you guys. I have to stop. And I will see all you lovely people in the next video. Bye.